Hey guys, this is my Stamina Warden build that I use on a pretty frequent basis in some pretty big fights, and it's a 1vx build intended for Battlegrounds and for Cyrodiil. It works in Imperial City really well. It's really tanky, but you will have a little bit of issue if you get ganged up on Imperial City because of the ads. But let's get into it. So set-wise, we are running Rocks of the Warped. We're running Curse of the Trainee, heavy, reinforced, always. We're running Rallying Cry, and we're running Essence Thief. So Essence Thief we're running for Sustain. It gives us the 5-piece that drops the little green nodes that gives us, heals us and gives us about 4,000 Stam and increases your damage done for 10 seconds every 10 seconds. So you, as long as you're good at rolling and grabbing the little nodes, you're always doing 10% more damage. Markyn Ring of Majesty, of course, with the sets that we're running, 200 extra weapon and spell damage and 2,300 armor. I'm running the Greatsword of the Essence Thief for added weapon damage. And then back bar, we're running Sword and Board of the Rallying Cry. This is to just give us tankiness, and when your Battle Spirit's active, which is Battle Spirit is whenever you're doing PvP, and you critically heal yourself or an ally, you can gain up to 286 weapon and spell damage and 1,500 critical resistance. And the bigger the group, the lower the bonus, and it lowers it by 14 for each 14 weapon and spell damage for each person and 79 crit. And that can happen every 15 seconds, which is phenomenal. For our spells, we are running Deep Fissure, Wrecking Blow, Executioner, Bull Netch. Bull Netch can be swapped out with the Betty Netch. The blue if you're having Magicka sustain problems. That's just personal preference. I like the green. Bird of Prey for speed and the brutality, or Berserk. And then Dawnbreaker, I prefer Dawnbreaker on the front bar because it just does great damage for PvP. This is a flex spot, Budding Seeds. I would suggest Budding Seeds or something like Living Trellis, Nature's Grasp. But I use Budding Seeds because this guarantees that your Rallying Cry is going to go off, because if somebody activates this while fighting, it will proc. Ice Fortress for the resistance, Lotus Bloom for the self-heal and the Major Prophecy, Resolving Vigor because it's a great self-heal, Arctic Blast, good self-heal, Phrases, damage, amazing, and then Permafrost because this is one of my favorite alts in the game. I think it's one of the best AoE alts there is, especially for PvP. You can flex this out with something like Secluded Grove. You can use any ult you want there, but I personally prefer Permafrost just because it's great for being in big fights. And for this guy, it's big time. Like, look, where you have almost 32,000 health, unbuffed, just standing here. We're running Bewitched Sugar Skulls. We've got 32 and 32. We're a Dark Elf. And you're just real tanky. Run around. You can just get in the middle of the fights. It's a fun build that I like using in Cyrodiil for the big fights when I'm running with my guild. For champion points, we're running Ironclad, Duelist Rebuff, Fighting Finesse, and Focus Mending. This is all stuff so that you're increasing your own healing and reducing the amount of damage you're doing. So your Arctic Blast basically fills your health. It's hard for them to take you down. You just become a running, freezing target. It's a great time. We're using Clarity, Fortified, that's for movement speed and extra armor. Payne's Refuge reduces damage for every negative effect you have on you. When you're in big Cyrodiil fights, you guys know they stack on real quick. Survival Instincts, every time you get a status effect, your spells cost 5% less. So it's going to make basically fighting for free. It's great. Free, tanky, fun time. Green doesn't really matter. I use Gifted Rider and War Mount because I'm lazy and I never actually do my mount speed and stamina. Steed's Blessing, make you run fast. Liquid Efficiency has a chance to save a potion because I use weapon power potions. And cast that guy, cast a few things, buff us up a little bit. As you guys can see, our resistances are crazy high. And with our monster set, the Rocks of the Warped, that increases your regen by a lot. When those stacks are all the way up, you're well over 1,000 regen on everything. And when you're in Battlegrounds or in Cyrodiil, you're always in combat. Almost always. Like, if you're inside a keep and it's under attack, you're in combat. So the Dark Light stacks from this are just completely stacking. They're going to be full almost the whole time, so you don't have to worry about sustain. It's great. It's a fun build. I run around with it basically nightly in Cyrodiil. I will post some clips from Cyrodiil or Battlegrounds after this so you guys get a look at what it looks like running around. Thanks for coming to check it out. Like, subscribe, come find me on Twitch. Twitch link and Discord link are going to be in the description, along with a real quick write-up. So you don't even got to watch the video. You can just see what's in there. So thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out. See ya.